This is something that a lot of people ask me, how do I transfer the sockets of one equipment to another? I'll show you how to do that in this video, but first I'd like to talk about the rules or guidelines of socket transfer. First off, this feature can be accessed once every 30 days. The original and target gear must be exclusive ghost gear of your character's class. For a weapon, it's kinda easy to figure out if it's exclusive to your class because it will have a blank all skills level plus affix. Well, unless it's been replaced through refinement. You'll see here my original weapon, a dual-wield sword, and my target weapon, a one-handed axe. They both have Warriors All Skills Level Plus. For clothing, magic classes use cloth armor. For physical classes, the Knight, Artificer, Warrior, and Berserker use metal armor, while the Blade Master, Ranger, and Shapeshifter use leather armor. If you're still unsure about the right type of equipment for your character, you can check out the gear ranking for your class and see what the players there have equipped. You can also transfer the sockets of purple equipment of the same type. Red and blue equipment are not eligible for socket transfer. You can only transfer the sockets of a weapon or clothing, and it must have at least 4 sockets. You can only do weapon to weapon or clothing to clothing, and your original and target gear must be in the same level range. So for example, 1 to 69 is 1 level range. Then you have 70 to 89, 90 to 109, 110 to 129, and 130 and above. Well, actually 130 to 149 is a separate range from 150 to 160, so you won't be able to transfer the sockets of a level 137 ghost gear to a level 150 ghost gear and vice versa. The original and target gear must both be bound to you, so you have to be 100% sure that you want to do the socket transfer, because once a piece of equipment is bound to you, you won't be able to sell it anymore. It also says here that both have to be in your inventory. I'm not really sure what that means, but just in case, I'll unequip my original gear, the sword, so that it and my target gear will both be in my bag. Original and target gear cannot have the no slot attribute. Sometimes this is also referred to as no drill, anti-drill, or unpierceable. All gems must also be removed, so make sure that you have enough space in your bag. I'll do that now. I'll remove the gems I have embedded. It costs 10 gold per gem. You can transfer the sockets of a ghost equipment to another ghost equipment to purple equipment, and purple gear to another purple gear. So that means that you can't transfer the sockets of a purple equipment to a ghost gear. Lastly, and I think this is an important thing to remember, the number of sockets between the original and target equipment will be swapped. You can't combine the sockets of 2 pieces of equipment. So let's say your original gear has 4 sockets and your target gear has 2 sockets. After the transfer, your target gear will not have 6 sockets. It will have 4 sockets, and your original will have 2 sockets. So the number of sockets will be switched, not combined. Okay, now that I've talked about the rules of socket transfer, I'll show you how to do it. Just go to Jinling. Then look for Pan Sherman. Once you've found him, talk to him, then select Other Services, then Gear Socket Transfer. I'll just select the original gear, which is my sword. Then the target gear, which is my axe. And it will cost me 2,500 gold to do the socket transfer. The higher the level of your gear and the more sockets it has, the more expensive the transfer will be. If you're F2P, I don't really recommend doing a socket transfer because it's much harder to earn gold if you don't top up, and I think it would be better to save it for ocean stones or gems instead. And anyway, it might take longer, but you can still get diamond drills from the Sec Challenge point store. If you want to go over the rules again, just click the icon with a question mark. And here I think evolution means class change because you can also avail socket transfer services after changing your character's class. Okay, so now I'll just have to confirm the transfer. And there you go. So let's check if the transfer was actually successful. My sword has no sockets. My axe has 4 sockets now. I can equip the axe now and embed the gems again. If I can remember which ones I loaded before. And that's it. If you have any questions about socket transfer or anything about Ghost or you love Destiny, just let me know in the comments and I'll see you next time.